I think to start with, just to provide some of the context around this bill. Now, this bill is in some part the result of reviews done around the military prosecutions and summary trials. And it does have some significant, I guess, quality of life improvements when it comes to the way that court martials, and in particular the way that summary trial system works here in Aotearoa, New Zealand. Now, I guess for even greater context, or even just a little bit of history, that when we're looking at the military court, it does run differently from a civilian court, and a lot of the courts that we're seeing here, the civilian justice systems, I mean, and what we're seeing here is originally established under the Armed Force Discipline Act 1971, Court Martial Act 2007, and the Court Martial Appeals Act 1952. But unlike the other civilian justice system, we do see that the military justice system applies to armed forces personnel everywhere in the world, not just here in Aotearoa, New Zealand. Now, the previous speakers has mentioned some important aspect of this, and I think it is important to note that the discipline that is required of our armed force personnel is more stringent and greater than what we would consider in a civilian setting. And because of that, there is and consistent with that, there is a range of behaviors that can be considered or is considered an offense in the military context. But what we're seeing is that the current system doesn't provide the kind of flexibility, and particularly for low-level offendings as opposed to medium or high-level offendings, which is working as intended, which then meant that the complexity and time needed meant that it's not working effectively, or people are unlikely going to report on it to avoid certain levels of bureaucracy within the existing summary trial system.